man's is this?
This your man's?
Whose man's is this?
That's your man.
Whose man's is this?
That's your man. Whose man's is this?
Yo, whose man's is this?
I'm saying, whose man's is this? That's your man. That's your man. That's your man.
Listen, whose man's is this? This week we got a couple lined up. I know Samson said he had a couple too, but we're gonna have to run through these real quick. Let's start with Paul George. Paul George got on some podcasts or whatever. He started talking some crap about Doc Rivers, saying Doc Rivers won't coaching him right. Doc Rivers ain't playing him in the way he was supposed to. And he prefers to be played in the pick and roll. That's his game. Now he said he could do anything. He said he could do anything, but that's just not his game.
How can you do anything but it's not your game?
So my question to you guys are, do you feel like Paul George was out of line with his statements?
Legit, definitely. And to comment on what he said, Doc Rivers said Ty Lue was sitting right next to me, so things ain't gonna change. And I will believe that statement if that was the Paul George from the Indiana days prior to the injury. But now, get out of here.
Anybody else? I think it was out of line.
I do think it's out of line. Doc Rivers is, I wouldn't say he's a great coach. He's gotten this great coach shine because of that 1 year in Boston when they won the championship. So I wouldn't say he's a great coach, but he is a really good coach. He knows how to coach his teams. He knows how to coach his players. He didn't have this issue until Paul George and Kawhi walked into the building. They played better with lesser players against a top Golden State team than they did this year. Mm-hmm. with better players. So I think it was way out of line. I don't think Paul George really has any room to speak.
Not on how he shot during the goddamn finals.
His performance was shitty, and then I'm not gonna say he wasn't suffering from mental illness, but that was what he used in the bubble, was mental illness was getting to him. So I'm not gonna say he wasn't, but that's what he used. That's why he said he was having bad games.
Then say that. Don't blame it on Doc when there's so many other reports of how the locker room was kind of divided because of you and Kawhi came in there on some superstar status. Y'all was able to choose whether or not y'all wanted to play or not. Like they saying these guys were declining playing time. Like, hey, PG, get in. Nah, you know what? Nah, put homie in. I'm good right now.
Put Zubac in.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
And if you have that power over the coach's decisions, I don't want to hear you tell me about what the coach did or didn't do.
Right. Agree. Especially because there was even reports where they were making like the plane schedule. So if they needed to be late, okay, well, we need the plane to leave at this time because we have to get this done or whatever. So if you have that kind of control, you kind of have that kind of like manipulation or whatever you want to call it with the owner, then you can't blame the coach. It's on you. It's on you and it's on Kawhi.
Yeah, you're right. They said that Kawhi was allowed to, well, not allowed, but he was just afforded the freedom to stay in San Diego and have to commute from San Diego to Los Angeles, and he would sometimes be late for the flight, and they would wait for him.
Yeah.
If he was number 15 on the bench, he'd obviously have to, go to the Southwest table. You have to go to the Southwest booth and figure out how you're gonna get there.
Southwest, he would have been on one of them cheaper airlines.
Yeah.
And all you get is a backpack.
No, he gonna have to pay for that. He gonna have to pay for his flight.
That's what I'm saying. All
sure.
he would be able to take is a backpack.
Yep.
He could have been in the front of one of them Spirit airplanes.
Before we get off this, like I said, Paul George mentioned that he likes to run the pick and roll, and that's his game. I want to put up a stat right here. We got this from God damn it, don't make me forget. Don't let me forget. What's the show with Richard Jefferson and old girl with the red hair? What's it called?
On ESPN, Jump. What is it?
Jump.
The jump.
Something jump.
The jump. That's it.
The jump.
That's
Oh,
it.
that's what
I
it
wanted
is.
to make sure I gave them credit. I'm about to put a graphic up that came from the jump. This right here is Paul George's last 5 seasons pick and roll frequency. If you look at it, his year on the Clippers, his pick and roll frequency is the highest it's ever been in his career. So what are you talking about, PG? What are you talking about?
Man.
We could keep going. We could keep going in on PG if we wanted to. We could talk about the fact that every team he's ever played for, he's promised them that he's loyal to them, and he's requested
He's gonna
trades
stay.
at least twice.
Literally
get
like
into that.
days later.
And listen, I want to say too, Paul George is my guy. I fuck with Paul George. That's my people. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, but you gotta look within, man. You gotta look within. A team that lost a 3-1 lead in the conference championships. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody on that team except for me. Me. I could have did more. I don't care who it was. I don't care if you averaged the most points in that series. Everybody on that team that lost a 3-1 lead in the playoffs needs to be saying, I could have done more. Not him. This team look like they going downhill again if the leadership don't get right.
Yeah. Hey, I seen a comment that Doc had responded to that. Somebody had asked Doc about that whole situation, and Doc was like, "Well, Ty Lue was sitting next to me, so."
And now he's your coach.
Now he's your coach.
That's what I implied earlier.
And best believe
things are not going to change.
Yeah, best believe Doc won't making decisions without Lue's input at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Doc wouldn't do Lou like that.
Yeah, of course not. I'm pretty sure he respects Lue's basketball mind. He's a champion. He's won as many rings as Doc has.
And Lue asked him if he can take the job, and the fact that he asked him, which he really didn't have to, was respect beyond measures.
Respect. I got mad respect for Doc Rivers, and I'm not gonna let You've never heard a player say they get coached wrong by Doc Rivers.
He's the only idiot.
You won't hear Paul Pierce say that.
Nobody. Paul
Hell
Pierce,
no.
Ray Allen,
I don't
Kevin
listen to a lot of
Garnett,
things.
Rajon
Kevin
Rondo. None of them.
I don't listen to a lot of things Paul Pierce says, so even if he did say it, I wouldn't listen to him.
I wouldn't even know. Look, I wouldn't even know if he said it because we ain't paying attention to him.
Man, he be saying some random
Got a nerve to be called the truth. Anyway, moving forward, look, we saw it. We saw it happen. We needed to talk about this last Tuesday, but we wasn't here. We saw it happen. Nate Robinson, man, listen. I wish I had my funeral music. Again, just like Paul George, I really like Nate Robinson as a player strongly. I might like Nate Robinson as a player more than I like Paul George, just personally, their personality, their style, the things that they've accomplished in their careers. I've always thought that Nate Robinson got the short end of the stick when it came to getting contracts and getting calls to be on people's team. Nate Robinson was always a firecracker. But listen, boy, he got his ass cracked in that ring. That white boy beat his ass, boy. Yeah, we all saw it, man. Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. and the main undercard was Nate Robinson versus Jake Paul. And I'm giving Nate Robinson the whose man is this, not because he got knocked out, but because he looked totally unprepared. Like totally unprepared. Like he looked like a drunk dude fighting in the street. Just ran right into the damn. You know what I'm saying? Like You running up, your hands is down. You running it like literally. Did Jake Paul really knock him out, or did Nate just run into a fist?
Run into a good punch.
Right.
Look, man, the whole night, the most entertaining part of that whole night was Snoop Dogg's commentary, dog. Snoop Dogg's commentary had me like, you know what? OB can do some commentary now. Like, I know
We've been telling motherfuckers. We've been telling motherfuckers.
I know we can do it.
We've been telling them, okay?
Listen.
Snoop had me dying, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
No, listen, I'll say this too. We coming for them commentary spots. Okay, all these little leagues and these semi-pro leagues in Arizona, we coming for the commentary spots, man. All y'all little dry-ass commentary with the little same radio voice, and we got flowers with the no, that shit is out of here, bro. That shit is out of here. They want to hear some real motherfucking shit in them stands. But anyway, go ahead, Samson. You had some shit to say.
I definitely respect Nate Robinson for going in there, you know, 100%. With the mentality, thinking he can win. But I don't believe he prepared long enough for it. I think he spent too much time on social media saying that he's going to win versus training. And you got to understand that Jake Paul takes boxing very seriously. He's undefeated in that. Not only that, he's 20-0 in kickboxing. So he had this mindset that he can go in there and win. And I didn't believe it from the jump, but I had his back because of the heart that he had to just step in the ring and try, you know. With that knockout, I don't know if he should go back into the lab and give it another go for a rematch or just leave it alone.
Nah, they gotta leave it alone. And I'm gonna say, you said you had his back, but you weren't sure. I was sure. I knew Nate was gonna win. I was disappointed. I was let down.
Yeah, I didn't really watch it, but I seen the after effects. I seen the aftermath of it. I don't know, man. Like you said, he didn't look prepared at all in the replays that I've seen. Anything that I've seen, he didn't look prepared. He didn't look like he knew how to protect himself. I think he thought he was just gonna go in there and beat up a white boy. I think that's what it was. I think he, you know, and Shannon has said it on the show. He said this is for the culture. This is for the black people. I'm gonna knock this white boy out. So I think he only had that mindset, and he didn't understand, like, this was a boxing match. Even though it's an exhibition, this is a boxing match. Like, you're not just going to step in a ring and think you're going to box somebody who knows how to box, who knows how to kickbox, who knows how to do shit, and think you're just going to go in there and knock him out. He was not prepared at all.
No.
Not prepared.
No.
Not a street fight, man.
Should have challenged him in a dunk contest.
No, he didn't won that.
He didn't won that.
You feel me? That would have been it. That would have been it.
Yeah.
That would have been it. Look, Nate, man, we love you. Don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Stay safe, man.
Don't do that no more.
Stay safe.
Don't do that no more. Moving forward, that was just legit bullshit. Yeah, it's about time for us to get out of here. We had an hour and 51, about 21 minutes more than we was intended to go. So anybody got some smoke before we get out of here?
I got no smoke.
Matter of fact, let me just say this. Before we get into smoke, who won? Tyson, Roy Jones?
Tyson. Jones kept hugging. I can't believe he said he don't agree with the draw.
What you want the man to do?
Fight?
No.
Fight, man. No. I saw his legs buckle so many times. I knew he wanted to just fall, but
which one of you niggas gonna fight Tyson?
No, not me.
Once they said that he wasn't going to be able to knock him out, I was out. I didn't want to watch that shit.
And then it was too many rounds.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch body shots. If you ain't going to knock him out, I might as well watch a Floyd Mayweather fight.
It's like middle school going bodies. It was not that.
Don't shoot at my boy Mayweather like that, man.
But Tyson, though. He went in.
Yeah, I got Tyson winning that fight too, man. Roy did what he was supposed to do. Get that check. Get that check and get them ribs checked. Like like Snoop
Them
said, you
ribs
got to
got
get them
changed.
ribs off the grill, baby.
Off the grill, man. Snoop had me dying, dog. Snoop,
Got to get them
Snoop
ribs
made
off
that.
the grill.
Like two of my uncles fighting in the backyard.
Mama, they fighting again.
Two uncles fighting at the cookout, right? Yeah. One of the uncles hugging because he know goddamn well Uncle Tyson, Uncle Mike will knock his ass out.
Man, don't let
that
me
was
fall,
great.
man.
Uncle Mike will knock his ass out. Look, niggas always be saying that because Uncle Roy be starting the fights. You know what I'm saying? You know, here go Uncle Roy again, starting the shit. Here you go.
Here he comes.
Here you go.
Here
He
come
done.
Uncle Roy.
He started with Uncle Mike. You said he started. Oh, nigga, we gotta go see this. We gotta go see this. Everybody
Mike,
outside.
knock him out.
Everybody outside. Don't hurt him, Unc. Don't hurt him, Mike. Yeah, but Roy had me dead. That shit was funny. Like the way he was trying to throw a punch and run at the same time.
Yeah.
Like literally, like
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, but shout out to the OGs. They might have started something. We want Lord and Trilla and Mike. We want Holyfield. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Holyfield.
I think Holyfield.
We want
down.
Holyfield.
I believe Holyfield down. I think he
Holyfield put out a statement. I think he said
that he was gonna train Nate Robinson as well.
No. That was George Foreman.
That was
George
George Foreman. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis said something too.
Niggas don't want that. Niggas don't want that.
Oh,
Lennox smoke.
that would be bad news.
Niggas don't want that Linux smoke, boy. But look, Mike. Look, you talk about Mike and what he was in his younger years and what he is now. I know he's way older, 30 years older or whatever. But his brain is also different. He's in a different space mentally. So I think Mike can still box, man. He might can still get in and get some quality victories, but niggas better watch out.
Them punches,
We
I
don't-
bet you them punches still hurt.
Ask Roy Jones when he was holding his ribs after the fight, the post conference.
I like what
was
Tyson
cracking
said,
them
man.
ribs.
Y'all worry about that, man. I ain't fighting over
Shut up,
10,
Mike.
15 years.
Shut up, Mike. Shut up, Mike. Ain't nobody worried about you, bro. Ain't
He
nobody
said he
worried
was
about
smoking
you.
weed before the fight too.
Yeah, like nobody. Honestly, nobody's worried about you. They let you smoke before the fight. You know, they just nobody's worried. The trainers won't worried about you or nothing. Like, you know, it is what it is. The ref won't worried about you. The ref was worried about Roy. Everybody, yeah,
Shout out to Tim Ford, said Tyson won for sure.
Yeah, man.
for sure,
Yeah.
I agree.
for sure. Tyson beat that ass. It's a fact. And
Shout out to Charles Barksdale Sr. for tuning in. I had to give a
if
shout
Roy ain't hugged that man, it would have been an ugly show.